What's up? This is your girl, Selena Johnson, and you are now tuned in to The Biz with my boy, D.
All right, everybody. Thank y'all for now tuning in to The Biz with D again on My First Wings Radio. David Dwayne, Rockstar on the mic. See, I didn't added that new, so just in case y'all ain't been listening, yes, it's Rockstar on the mic now. So get it right. Anyway, we got our girl, Selena Johnson, back on it. I mean, the last time she was on, we talked about acoustic soul sessions was about to come out, and I mean R&B Divas, and she's back to about her album with Music Soul Child 9, R&B Divas, and I mean just everything. What's going on, Selena?
Everything is great. All kinds of great things going on. I got to tell you, this is an amazing day. Really, really a good day today.
That's good. And I'm going to say, or do you want to say what it is? What it is?
Absolutely. The 9 project just debuted #1. I just found out that it debuted #1 on the reggae charts, #1 reggae album in the world. I believe we're breaking history. I'm not certain on that, but I believe we're the first 2 soul R&B artists to create a reggae duet album and debut at #1. It's really overwhelming. I'm really, really excited about it, and I give God all the glory. I give Him all the glory because without Him, this project would not be.
Yes, and Selena, I mean, I gotta ask you because the last time we talked, Acoustic Soul Sessions was out. We talked about Chapter 5 and everything, but. And I mean, Acoustic Soul Sessions sounds great. Like you told me it did. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, as soon as that pre-order had came through, I was like, yes. Wild Horses, yes.
Yes.
It was giving me life. How would you say the response has been to it?
The response has been overwhelmingly wonderful. People love the record. It's been amazing.
That's phenomenal. And now, I mean, the album with music, I wasn't expecting you guys to do an album. I was expecting, you to go right in for, Chapter 6, and we get something this year with that. Tell me how, your music came about doing this duet album.
It just happened. And we were in the studio working with Kemar McGregor for just a compilation CD, and then we decided, we loved his production. His production was amazing. And we just were like, you know what, let's do a duet album. Me and music are very free-spirited artists, which means that we're very creative, and we're very open to whatever wherever music takes us. We're very open to it. And we have an amazing relationship, friendship, beyond music, and I think it allows us room to be able to create such beautiful music. If there's anybody I would have done a duet with, he was the first person, because I got to tell you, vocally we match. I respect him so much, his voice, he respects mine so much, and each other's talent, and just. You know what I'm saying? It was just an amazing process to create the album. There was lots of drama and back and forth, and a lot of drama with the business side. Mm-hmm. But we got through it, and here we are. And rightfully so. We worked really hard, and I got to tell you, I'm really overwhelmed right now to be able to have the #1 reggae record in the country, to be 2 R&B artists to cross genre and go #1 has not been done.
Huge.
So it's huge. It's not just a #1 record; it's history in the making.
Mm-hmm.
We just broke history. So I'm very, very, very excited. 2 R&B soul artists to turn around and do a duet reggae record and go #1 on the reggae chart.
Y'all need to be Grammy nominated for this.
We definitely need to get a Grammy nod for this, because, and I got to tell you, the body of work is beautiful.
Yes.
It's beautiful. It's undeniable. The entire thing is about love. There's no sad love songs. There's none of that. It's just a beautiful, beautiful record, and I'm so proud of it. I'm really excited today. I came out of yoga today, and that was the first text I saw, and I couldn't believe it. Amazing.
That is great, and congratulations again. And I gotta tell you, I really do. I love this album. Like, you and Music went in. Like, he's a friend to the show as well as you, and I'm just so glad that you guys collaborated and did this album. Now, I love Feel the Fire. You guys' lead single. Oh my gosh! Like,
thank you so much. Me too. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorites on there.
How'd you guys come up with that concept?
Music came up with fire, fire concept, and so I told him, because everything was supposed to be about, love. So I was like, well, let's talk about, it being sexy. Let's do a sexy song. And he sang, I need you to feel the fire. And he sang that. And we just started singing, the hook, because I'm burning fire. Hey, I need you to feel the fire. And once we got that hook down, I went in and wrote my verse in like 5 seconds. It was just that simple because the song was so easy. And then he turned around and wrote his in 5 seconds. And then it was just like, and then I put those, way, I put those on there. And it just, the song was put together literally in like 2 hours because it was such a good vibe. But we created the album in 9 days. Why? Which is one of the reasons why we call it 9. Yes, we were pressed for time because he was taping a movie called In the Meantime, and I was filming R&B Divas.
Right.
And so it just, man, we were just so busy, but we wanted to do it so bad. And the vibe and energy and everything that was going on was so good. It was just an easy thing to do. It was like breathing, We slept in the studio to make it happen.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
9 days? I've never heard of that. Now, I'll tell you what I've heard of was, with people having film reality shows, like with Making the Band, I know they'd have to record that like in a month or a couple of weeks or so, but 9 days?
Yes.
That is, I've not even heard of.
It's not. But we had to do, that's what I'm saying, this record is breaking history.
Mm-hmm.
It's on so many boundaries and just not on purpose. We didn't go in and be like, let's break history. Let's do this. Let's do that. We went in just on some old, man, I love reggae. You too? Okay, let's do, He was like, well, I was going to do a reggae solo. I was like, me too. I said, what? Let's do it together. I was like, that'd be dope, because long time ago for Chapter 3, because I've been knowing him since 2002.
Right.
So long time ago for Chapter 3, me and him did this duet together, and it never made the album for Chapter 3. So we've always wanted to work together. Mm-hmm. And look at this, at this capacity. We got a number 1 record together. So I'm a number 1 record. I'm outdone. I'm just really excited. This is big for me. This is only the second time I've had a number 1 record on Billboard. The last time I had a number 1 record on Billboard was Chapter 1 with Heat Seekers. I was number 1 Heat Seekers. Mm-hmm. But this is a number 1 reggae. This is like the genre. This is like if you went number 1 pop, a number 1 R&B.
Right.
This is number 1 reggae. This is huge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ecstatic.
And a whole nother
and to
genre.
be independent. And a whole other and independently.
And you know what? You just said something right there. And the independent part. Now, music is signed to a major label. Now, I want to ask.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not anymore.
No, he's signed to
wow.
Warren Campbell. He's signed to Warren Campbell's independent label, which is distributed through E1. Yeah, he's independent as well. And the 9 album is ours. We own it. Me, Kimar, and Music. We own it, and it's licensed through Shaniki.
Got it. Because I was thinking to myself, wait, isn't he still signed to what do you call Island and Def Jam? Oh no, he's not.
Oh, he's not. He's not on Island and Def Jam.
Wow.
We're 2 independent artists that just basically because we love music, we just did what we wanted to do. There were no A&Rs in the room. We wrote everything. There's no additional writers, no additional, we didn't go get anybody to come rap on it or, we didn't get no reggae artist to validate it. We just paid homage to the genre. That's all we did.
Right. Yeah, we need no cosigns, nobody.
We used an authentic reggae producer, and we didn't have no ghostwriters. Just me and him. We're both writers. That's easy. Yeah. Me and him, we wrote all the lyrics, no problem. And Kimar wrote every single track. It was a smooth, easy transition.
Incredible. And I'm glad you answered my question so quickly about that, because I was going to say, how were you guys able to work that out, being that he, but I mean, how, because I'm still want to know, how does that exactly work? One person's with another independent label and then you're with another. How does that exactly, as far as like that distribution, business-wise, how does that work out without giving too much?
How does that work distribution-wise? Well, basically, it's not that deep. It's all, you get what you negotiate. We negotiate good price, but the most important thing is we own the masters, and that way we can really come up, because we can license this record to anyone we want. Korea wants to license the record. We can license it to Korea. We can license it to Australia. We can license it to the UK. We can do licensing deals all over the place because we own the masters. You know what I'm saying? So we can license it to a reggae company. So BP. It doesn't matter because we own it, and that's the beauty of being independent. You have full control, and you get your money. You'll see your royalties because we pay for stuff. I pay for the photo shoot. Music paid for mixes. All three of us pay for mixes. The only thing that the licensing company did was pay for the video. That's it. So once we recouped the video, which wasn't much money, I mean, nowadays you can shoot a really good video for $5,000-$10,000. Once we recoup that, we get our money. We start seeing checks. Whereas with Jive Records, I still haven't seen royalty checks.
What?
Still haven't seen royalty checks. The reason why I get my money is because I'm a writer. So I eat because I wrote everything. All my albums, I wrote them. So therefore, I'm going to be straight forever because I keep getting publishing checks. I get my publishing.
But just not from Jive.
No, I get my publishing from Jive as well.
Oh, okay.
Because I wrote everything. Now, the royalties is two different situations. Rest of royalties, we don't see them. Because let them tell it, they still recouping. Let them tell it. That's how they do you. They run up your tab real good. Every single bite you eat, every single car service you get, and then other folks is running up your tab and you don't know anything about it. But they only had the first 3 records. Chapter 4, I own completely, totally, full out. That's mine. Chapter 5, I own the masters after a certain amount of time, and I had a good royalty rate on that, a way better deal. And Acoustic Soul Sessions, I own the masters on that. And
I know you do with that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I own the masters on this.
And that's a good thing. Because that's really
hard. Yes, it's hard to own your masters. It's very hard to own your masters. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard. So it's very good.
I can't have my masters. Oh no.
Yeah, and they're not going to give it to you, these bigger ones, because they don't feel they have to. But what you can do is you negotiate after a certain amount of time to get your masters back. But you can't do that unless you have a lot of leverage. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's better to go with independent record labels, because you have, more leverage to do that. Just get, major distribution. Better to do that. Because let's say a movie comes along and they want to license they want to buy a song. You can charge them $20,000 and put that entirely in your pocket. Pay the royalties of the people that were there. That the producers and, that's the only hard part. You got to have good accounting, because you have to pay people. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay them. So that's the only difficult part. You have to, it's a lot of bookkeeping. But you just hire a really good accountant to do it, and then they do it, maybe once a year, because you only have to pay out twice a year.
Right.
And then you go about your business.
Mm.
And if the checks are too low, you don't have to send them out unless they're over a certain amount of money.
I know that's right. So now let's talk about R&B Divas and this season. I want to ask you, first, your thoughts on your season this year and your thoughts on LA.
Okay, which one first?
Let's go with LA first, because I'm curious to know your thoughts. LA
was okay. Being inside of ATL and knowing that everything that we went through was none of it was contrived, except for some of the things that like individuals were making up.
Mhm.
Because you can't control what a person is just creating. They making up their life. You know what I'm saying? They making stuff up because they think the camera's gonna follow them. They make something up. So stuff like that went on at ATL. I don't know what went on personally in LA, but I do know that they didn't really know each other. We actually all did know each other.
Right.
I wasn't real close with Faith. That's the only person I didn't really know that well. I had met her 2 years prior to we started taping. So I don't know her for like 2 years. But everybody else, we knew each other. I've been knowing and when Angie came and Tasha, I've been knowing them for years. Because I've been knowing Tasha's husband since R. Kelly days. But Angie, and he's from Chicago, like I've been knowing him forever, Rocky. But Angie, I've been knowing Angie since 2002 as well. Angie was supposed to do a record with me, and we did Soul Kings with Nikki together. So I've always known Angie. So, I mean, we knew each other. So the chemistry that you see there is real. Those things that, and Nikki knew Angie, and Faith knew Angie. Like, only person that really didn't know Angie that well was Kiki. Kiki and Mo didn't know Angie that well. But me, Faith, and Nikki, we did. So, we did have real chemistry because people knew each other.
Right.
With the LA cast, I'm not sure who knew who. I think Lil Mo and Kelly might have been the only ones that knew each other, and maybe Kelly and Shantae.
Right.
But
else seemed like it was well.
Other than that, was kind of like put together. It seemed as if. But I know one thing: they can sing. They can sing their face off. That was a great cast, as far as singing is concerned. And I love Michelle A, so
yeah.
We, and I thought Claudia Ortiz, I didn't know she was that talented. I didn't know she played the guitar too. So, and her voice is beautiful. So I thought it was a good cast. I thought it was good casting. I didn't watch it that much. I don't think Kelly Price is as bad as people were trying to make it seem. I just think that because Nikki was so bad that they were looking for someone to be equivalent to a Nikki. But Kelly is not equivalent to a Nikki, in my eyes. In my eyes, because I know them both very well. So I know for a fact.
In your eye.
For a fact, to me, Nikki was worse than Kelly. Way worse. But I understand why Nikki was this way, and I don't. I fault her because I feel like she could have handled things better, but I do understand why she did a lot of the things that she did. And I forgive her. I don't hate Nikki. I don't wish anything bad on her. I hope that she, gets it together and does come back. I don't wish anything bad on her. I don't, I'm not out here like, she get on my nerve. No, it's just that at that moment, you acting a fool, I'm going to get you together because I have boundaries. I have to set boundaries. You know what I'm saying? You have to set boundaries with folks. And I felt like for the first season and the second season, I just kind of let her run amok. I wasn't really saying anything because I was kind of unclear as to what was going on. But once I got clear, and then when she attacked my sister, that's my family. So now it's different. Now we didn't change the game. So now I got to give you I got to give you who I really don't try to give people. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to cuss you out. But not because that's who I am. I don't walk around cursing people out. That's not my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do that because I'm surrounded by people that I don't have to curse out. I'm surrounded by my friends and my family. You know, I surround myself with people that I get along with. I mean, everybody does that. So I rarely have to go off on anyone. So the whole thing with her talking about I'm angry and all that, that was crazy to me. You know, like making stuff up to try to make, you know what I'm saying, make it interesting. Or I don't know what she was trying to do, trying to make it seem like I pushed Mo and me and Mo was fighting. Like, that was crazy to me. All that, all that stuff was wild. Like, hell no. You just go make stuff up, you know, making up the fact that there was an issue with the workout DVD. When the truth is, the workout DVD videographer tried to extort me. So he tried to use her to do it. That's the truth. And I had a contract on him stating what it is that he gets and everything with him in agreement. So, like, at the end, when they found out I just wasn't going to use him because he would never return my calls, he never provided no editing. I was waiting on my video, my DVD for months. And I was like, man, this is crazy. I'm waiting on this stuff, and it's never happening. So and then now Nikki don't want to sign off, so it's like I got drama both ways. I might as well just shoot it over. So I just shot it over, and because he was mad about it, hey, I can't help that you're upset that your unprofessionalism has caused this reaction. What you want me to do? You think I'm just gonna fail because you ain't stepping up? That's not who I am. They don't know me. I ain't from here. that's from Chicago. I don't go on like that. I'm from the side. We are different. So I'm not a type of person that allows other people's stuff to block mine. That's just not how I operate. So I push through, and that's what I did. I pushed through. That's gotten me as far as I am. That's what I do. I push through on things. And they're just upset about it, upset that they couldn't control the situation, and just started trying to do all kinds of stuff. And it was that little stuff that just made me be like, you know what, this is crazy. This is unbelievable. And I'm not going to let them back me into a corner. So that's when you got told off. You got told off. You got cussed out because in that moment, that's what happened. That's what was necessary. That is what happened. You know what I'm saying? It's like I didn't come to that dinner thinking I'm about to get her. I came to the dinner to celebrate Kiki's birthday. Me and Monifa had bought cupcakes and everything. Mm-hmm. We had set it all up, and Monifa was going to announce her marriage. If you notice, me and Monifa were sitting quiet the whole time.
Yeah.
And they were going crazy at the end of the table. I couldn't believe they was going off on Angie like that. I thought that was disrespectful. Tasha thought that was disrespectful. You know, I even told Kiki that wasn't right. And because me and Kiki are still friends to this day. That's my girl. She came in, I told her, you coming in messing up your own birthday. What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? She come in, and it created an environment for Nikki to act the way she acted. But I wasn't in it, so why did she pick me? You know what I'm saying? Why'd you come to me?
Right.
Well, because you did. This is what happens when you do this. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's because she was able to back me in a corner, or she was able to she thought it was bullying, but really I was just keeping my cool. Because she thought she was bullying me all first season and second season, I wasn't going to say nothing. She wasn't ready for that. She thought I was going to chill. But I had PMS. I wanted to get to them cupcakes. We couldn't eat our food. I didn't get no drink. You know, it was a whole bunch of factors. I was annoyed at the fact that they was talking to Angie like that. Mm-hmm. Me and Monifa was kicking each other under the table. You know what I'm saying? Trying to keep quiet. So it's just like we in a restaurant, my hair sharp, I got on a nice outfit. I just want to, chill. Now, never am I ever going to stand up and put my hands on anyone. I'm never going to do that. I'm 37 years old.
Yeah.
I'm way too old for that. I'm never going to jump over a table. I'm not going to put my hands in nobody's face. I'm never going to do any of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have to. I'll just tell you about yourself, and then I'm going to walk out the door. but I don't have to be fighting. We too old for that. I don't think any of us are ever going to do that. Nobody on R&B Divas cast is never going to put their hands on anyone. But let me say this, and I get tired of people doing this. Black women look bad. Black people, no, and no. It's not just black women. You turn on the TV, white women is jumping over tables, white men is jumping over tables, Indian people, you know, the shy people, you know, the one reality show, it's like these rich people that's Indian, something like a shop, they be fighting. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. People put together, period. All these VH1 shows, whatever the show case may be. America's Next Top Model, doesn't matter. It's men and women, white, black, all colors. It doesn't matter. There's going to be differences when you put people together. Because people are individuals. They have their own thoughts. And not everybody's going to gel with everybody. That's not the world that we're made up in. The only difference is that you're seeing it happen on TV now. That's the only difference. But before reality TV happened, guess what? People was doing sitcoms and all these TV movies and behind the scenes arguing like dogs. Arguing and fighting like dogs, not getting along. All that kind of stuff was happening behind the scenes. You just didn't see it. So I hate people, black women are getting it. No, we're not. Yeah. Everybody is. And we're so dumb, we're pointing it out. We're pointing out our own flaw and making it glorified. When it's just arguing. Who don't argue? We just arguing. How you making yourself look bad? You arguing. Oh, we cursed. Okay. Don't let your children watch it. We all curse. And guess what? Don't let your kids watch it. They curse on scripted movies. Don't let your kids watch it. They curse in video games. Don't let your kids play them. It's very simple. Certain things are adult life. Other things are children life. People say, set an example for these young girls. That's not my job to set example for young girls. My job is to set example for my children. Your job is to set an example for yours. If I'm doing something that you don't feel your kids should see, then don't let them watch it. I don't let my own kids watch it. That's real talk. If I'm cursing, I know I'm asking the food, go upstairs. Because I don't curse around my kids. Right. So I know I had to cuss somebody out, because sometimes you got to get somebody together. Yeah, you have to sometimes. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes they don't understand this, that, and the third, and you're not in a predicament where you can walk away. Because in real life, I would just not fool with these people. And that's how you do. Right. But we're on a television show. So I had to come to the dinner. In real life, I wouldn't even show up to that dinner. I wouldn't even be there. So you wouldn't even saw that scene. But because this is television, we're all put in a situation. It's like you put in a situation. Now, what are you going to do? How are you going to react? That's what it is. Right. So I hate when people say, it's production's fault. No, I wouldn't give a damn if production let an elephant run through the room. Mm-hmm. What are you going to do? Jump on top of the elephant and start riding it? Get under his feet and let him stumble over you? Or are you going to run out the room? It's all about how you react to these situations. It's all about your reaction. Now, if the editing, if they don't show certain things that were said and done, whatever, we signed up for it. There's a bunch of little stuff that I didn't say, that wasn't said that I said, or a bunch of little stuff that didn't play all the way out. They do that, but they only get 42 minutes a week, and they have a week's worth of taping.
Now, with this season, with that being said, were you fine with the editing on your end, or did you have some issues with that?
I didn't. Season 1, I filmed Mommy's Got Soul, and they didn't show it at all. And I was like, dang, they didn't show none of that, all that stuff I put together, all that work I did. They didn't show any of it.
Oh, yeah, we did talk about that.
So I was just like, oh, well, okay. It wasn't that serious to me. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that I saw them do that wasn't right to Nikki was when she was hollering over that baby. she wasn't hollering at us. She was hollering at production. But here's